Alright, welcome back everybody to another episode of City Skylines. In the last episode we were just getting this area all planned out. We were kind of changing things up a little bit, but we got this area pretty well under control. So what I want to do is I want to zone this out a little bit. I don't think I'm going to go too crazy at the beginning, just kind of test the waters here and kind of see what it does. Because we don't have that many connections with the freeway, so I'm hoping that, you know, maybe we can... what I'm kind of thinking is that we'll kind of make this suburb a little bit self-sufficient in terms of jobs. I did put in some offices, but I'm thinking of maybe putting in a little bit more. Just kind of keep people over here, and then the people who want to travel out are those who want to go to the shops or actually need to work, you know, across the map a little bit. So I'm going to go and do most of this edge here, but then we're going to probably stop. Probably do this entire area here. That's still a pretty large area, but you know, we're not going to do all of it right at the moment here. And it's not going to all build in because there's not a huge amount of demand right now, but you know, kind of stop there for the moment, just kind of see how everything does, and I keep getting on the other side and just kind of figure it out from there. Yeah, so we just did this in the last episode. We did all the road work here, so now we just need to do the zoning, which is the fun part. I was considering doing this off camera, but I figured I've included it enough times into here to a point where, you know what, no one said anything about it, so I'm just going to go ahead and do it. It shouldn't take too long. I'm pretty quick with this tool here. I did notice a bug the other day with this tool. I was using my personal city, and every time I would click, like I would zone this area, it wouldn't zone, but then like two blocks down of squares, like, you know how we have these squares here, it would zone them. It was the strangest thing. And then I would go to click on them and the other ones would zone. Yeah. So that was fun, but all I had to do was restart the game and it would work fine after that, so I don't know what happened there. It's bound to happen in something like this, especially when you mod it, so, you know, I never get too mad at the games. I do get upset though when a mod is going all haywire and the modder does not care at all. So, especially when it's a decent mod, when it kind of sucks that, you know, they don't care, because it's like, obviously they cared to make such a good mod, and yet now that it's game breaking and they don't care. That was what happened with the traffic manager mod that I have here. Alright. Yeah, modding can be very good, and then it can, you know, cause some problems, but I mean, as long as you kind of know what you're doing and kind of can be self-sufficient in figuring out how to fix it, you know, usually you're okay. I don't get how that square would even make sense there. But I have been considering, I'm thinking I'm going to do a giveaway of City Skylines, 1 or 2 copies, just because I like the game so much. And I'll probably have details on that in a couple days or so. I've actually been planning this before Christmas, but I kind of forgot a little bit, so... yeah, so we'll do that. So I'm trying to think, like, maybe we could do a few offices, you know, down over here or something, in between these roads. Yeah, I might just do this whole area as the offices as well. You know, just kind of make the area a little self-sufficient, so, you know, not as many people are running out of the area into, like, downtown and stuff to get work. You know, they're actually working here in the city, so that, you know, that's always good. And then maybe do a few more retail shops along the way here, like so. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, and so we already got that road all taken care of, so what we need to do now is make sure that we have water, which of course we don't. So we'll just come along this road here, like so. Yeah, I'm a little nervous about this area, but can't wait to see what it kind of ends up like, you know, in traffic wise and just in how it looks, because they're on a little bit of a hillside. You know, they're not always the best to manage cities in terms of like how the look is, because the houses kind of just do whatever they want when they build in there. You know, they have really no rhyme or reason sometimes for the way they terraform the land, but I think we'll be okay. It's a slight hill, so it's nothing too extreme of a hill, so we should be okay. So we should be able to cover this all with hopefully. Almost. So we can try and get this all in one shot. Yeah, we can get it all in one shot. Look at that. Just need to know what you're doing a little bit, and we got it all. So, and then we got these guys up over here that we need to worry about. So let's just go ahead and kind of, let's just do all the water. Why not? I was thinking we could just do the perimeter of this, but you know what? We're probably going to be building up over here. We've already got it all laid out. I was all following the road, but that road there's not much to follow there. So let's come up to here and let's follow this road. Alright, so let's follow this road around. Not gonna follow it perfectly, but if you've been a long time viewer of the series, you know I like to follow the roads with the pipes. Just feels more realistic to me. But in terms of this area in between, I don't think I'm going to. Yeah, I don't think so. It's gotten to the point where, you know what, no one's really going to see it, so we'll be fine. And I think we'll kind of come straight off of here, just to make it easier on us, and then we can always do something. Can we get this area? Yes, we can. Yeah, it's like, most of the time you're not going to see this, so it doesn't need to be all perfect or look realistic, which I'd like it to. It's just not quite needed. Can I get this to cover this area, or is it just... Yeah, that should work. And we can come straight on like that. And do that. And then we can do... I say that and I start following the roads again. This, and then we can actually do that with the pipes. I thought we couldn't do that with the pipes. You learn something new every day. Alright, so that looks pretty good. Now we do need some power. Let's see where... Yeah, I think we'll be fine here if we come along kind of back behind where these buildings are going to be. And then we just kind of come across the freeway like so, and I think we should be fine. We got more than enough power, so that's good. And then we'll just play. Kind of let that area do its thing, kind of let this area do its thing. We do have a sliver of housing demand, I think. I can barely see... You can see a little bit of green. I don't know if that's the bottom of the graph and it just has it all the time. But I don't think so. I don't really usually pay attention to it. But usually I don't see green like that, so I don't know. Yeah, traffic is moving pretty good over here. I think when I went into here, it was a little red, but I think we'll be fine. One thing I do want to do, though, kind of ahead of time, is see if we can do something like that, and then the same over here. Yeah, this should work over here, and then, yeah, this should work over here. Yeah, we only got one lane that way, so that should be fine. Alright. Oh yeah, we've already got commercial building up over here, which is cool. Hopefully offices don't start building in until the commercial gets down over here. Yeah, I've been burning through a commercial band pretty good in the city. Normally I don't do too well with commercial. Like it's not even like I don't zone it. It's like normally I will do a whole entire area, and still it's not enough. It's pretty crazy. But the city is holding up pretty well with demand and stuff, so I'm pretty happy with that. Do we have any houses or anything trying to build up yet? We could probably start with building a district out over here. So kind of do something like this. Okay, nothing perfect right now. Doesn't need anything special, but just kind of get the area kind of marked out so that we can add some policies, and maybe it'll help out the area a little bit. Also, the area's not going to really build up because there's not a lot out here right now. I want to check and see. Power only goes to there. Once we get over here, then I'm gonna put a elementary school out over here. We could do with one of these guys. We can probably put that like that place just built up, but we could probably we could put it over here. That would work. And that'll help out a little bit. And the same for fire. I think I got a new. Yeah, we got a new fire department, which is pretty cool. I used to use this one all the time, but then it got removed. It wasn't updated for after dark, but now it looks like it is back. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to put the fire station right next to the police station. I think that should work alright. And yeah, we've already got a bunch of traffic coming down here, but yeah, we don't have anything. Wow, we do have traffic that gets off of there. It turns off there. Where are they going? Are they coming down into here? That's a pretty good sign for me anyways. Because they're coming down there, coming all the way into here, so that's pretty cool. I hope they're not coming down here and coming over here, because that would be pretty dumb, but I'm just going to pretend like I don't see it right at the moment. Not enough workers. Yeah, we'll get that all squared away here soon. I think we're far enough over here to where we can probably try to, how's that going to look? That looks alright. To try and get the school over here. No, not going to reach with power. Come on. We can do it. One more building is all we need to connect up power. Come on. Anything at all. And of course, oh, there we go. Perfect. That was the one more building. Alright. So that should also, yeah, we've got some people building up over here, which is good. That's real good to see. What is the population over in this area? Not even breaking 100 right now, which is okay. Alright, so let's go into our districts. So let's do the smoke detector. Let's go and do recycling. Let's go and do... No, let's not do that yet. We can do that, though. And probably do heavy truck ban. Even though it doesn't really work. Still do it, I guess. Yeah, this is definitely nice and moving, which is good. The trains are all moving. This is all moving good. It's all good to see. It's real good to see. Yeah, there's already a lot of traffic coming down here, but that's okay. Yeah, the city's definitely getting into the area where the performance is not too great, but oh well. So we're on our way to 50,000 people. I'm still very disappointed in that, but oh well. That will be forever in the city's roots, but all we can do is look behind, or look ahead. Look behind us. All we can do is look ahead from now on, so that's good. We did do that. Do we have any offices coming in? Pretty much industry is taking over. Oh, we don't have any water over this way, right? Nope. My bad. Sorry, guys. So we can kind of zone out some water, so hopefully that'll help them out. They've already abandoned their place there. Probably try and get a hospital and stuff over here. Yeah, traffic's moving just fine. I mean, like, there's some traffic, not a lot. I'm trying to word that properly, and it doesn't work for me. But no, there's a little bit of traffic, but it's moving just fine. Just because this area is gonna be fine with that, because there's a long distance between a traffic light, and there's not even any intersections on this road, so that's good. And then they are using this road already, which is cool. Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, they're even getting off there. They're using it for both directions, so that's pretty cool. Let me see where they're going when they use it. Will you click on it? Thank you. Yeah, they are not going into this area, so that's cool. That's real good. And that says it's red, but I mean, that traffic is moving just fine, so I'm not going to worry about that. And that traffic is moving just fine, so let's go ahead and slow it down a little bit so we can get a little bit better frame rate here. One thing I'm thinking is, we do need medical. We also do need a grave over here as well, so maybe put the grave like right here. Or maybe we can put it along this road. Maybe we can do it. We might be able to do something interesting with, was it this one? Yeah, maybe. No, that's a crematorium. This grave. Maybe we do the parks over here. Well, that was weird. You see that? That's strange. But when we do the parks over here, maybe do a couple of these in the parks. That could be pretty cool. Kind of make a park and kind of put a cemetery in it, stuff, you know, dirt roads or whatnot. Yeah, I think we might do that. Alright. So yeah, this area is building up pretty nice already. Working on like a couple hundred people, so that's good. Yeah, I'm liking how it's looking. Everything's flowing really good. You know, I mean, we don't have that many people, but we do have a lot of commercial already in here. And everything's moving pretty good. So that's cool. I definitely, this way we did this area is going to help us out in the long run for sure. The lighting looks pretty good. Yeah, I have to mess with that mod that I have a little bit with where you can change the street lights and stuff. Just kind of see what you can change and whatnot. Kind of, you know, see what the different lighting and stuff. Because I'm not sure if I downloaded any lamps. Any of these lamps here. I don't know if there's any that are included or what's included with the game or whatnot. So I'm kind of interested to try it out a little bit. That looks pretty cool. Oops. Just kind of down low. You just kind of see all the stuff zoned off in all the lights off in the distance there. It's a lot of lights. It's gonna look pretty cool from the water too, yeah. It's pretty neat. I definitely like the way the bridge is turned out and everything. I do wish that I put some lights on this guy, but other than that, it's looking good. Yeah, that bridge turned out a lot better than I had expected. I'm glad we decided to, or glad we had to do a bridge instead of doing the original idea. Definitely. Alright, so yeah, there's definitely a lot more traffic that's going to be coming over the bridge now, which is good. Get some use out of this very big, expensive project here. Time-consuming project. Yeah, with this interchange now too, that should help this area. Let's go look at this area. There's still a lot of traffic, but it's definitely not as bad as when we first tried this area. And then once we do the buses, that should pretty much cut that in half as well. So I'm pretty well set there. I'm trying to think here. Where should we put the hospital? If we go into here, so we got a few different hospitals. So we got the city hospital, which kind of fits in there. Not really. So we got anything else? I thought. Oh yeah, we've got this hospital as well. So we got 2 city hospitals, but I also want to put some parking next to it as well. So maybe down here a little bit after we zone out, or maybe just along the main stretch of road. The hospital. We could probably do it along the. Probably better to do it over here though, because we're going to be able to get the most area out of it. Yeah, I think we're going to do that. So we're pretty well built over here. The offices are not really building in, which is kind of a surprise. Yeah, there's a couple that built in, but that's about it. Yeah, looks pretty good. Traffic is moving along. Let's see what the population's looking like here. Alright, not bad, not bad. It's growing pretty quick. What's your problem? Not enough workers? Not enough workers, yep. Yeah, that's gonna be a problem until we get some more areas built up over here. Let's go and fix that, and fix that, and fix that. In fact, let's fix that. That I'm gonna leave, that I'm gonna leave. Again, I don't get the point of sometimes the way it does these squares, but that's okay. And I'm gonna go and get rid of these 2 here. I'm gonna let that one stay because there's already a house built there. This is a really small house. Like, I get the thing of, you know, downsizing, but like, how is that livable? I mean, you just go up here, I mean, you see these houses here, and they're pretty small as well. This is like a normal sized house. This can't even have, this could probably is like a living room and maybe a kitchen, and that's about it. That's pretty crazy. Oh man, I don't know, but okay. To each their own, I guess. Alright, okay, so we got some offices building up in here now, which is good. Yeah, once we get offices, then we'll probably, once we get some offices over here where we get electricity, and I don't have to run it. I mean, I could just run electricity across here if I really wanted to, but I think I will. Let's go ahead and do these two here. Maybe do those three. And let's see here. I don't think I've really used this one, so I kind of want to use this one. See what it looks like. Looks pretty cool. Yeah, I think we're going to use that for this area. And then let's see if we can do a little bit of a parking lot or maybe a parking garage. I'll make it look decent anyways. We can do a parking across the street. And then we could probably do with this and a crosswalk. Add a crosswalk there. Yeah, that works. So they can park there, and then there's a crosswalk, and then we could even do this. Possibly put a street light there. The cars have to stop when they try to cross. And then we can connect these two up, and then we can just run some pipes down along this road a little bit more. And then that should make everybody nice and happy, because we also got a hospital. Kind of out here in the middle of nowhere right now, but we got a hospital. And that should also help growth. I'm wanting to put maybe a playground or something right here. Let's see what we got. I'm pretty good at finding the playground, except for when I'm looking at it. Looking at it. Yeah, I'm not looking at it, I'm looking for it. Maybe a skate park. Let's do one of these right here. Yeah, I think that'll look pretty good. Do that right there, and that'll help that area be a little bit happier. Till we can get this park built up, but I'm gonna hold off on the park for a little bit until this area grows a little bit more. Yeah, we may. Wow, traffic is moving though. Like, we may have to time these lights a little bit, but I don't really want to mess with it when it's flowing, because I could do the timing so when it's a continuous motion for whichever way it's going. But I mean, nothing's too bad, so it's all moving pretty good. I mean, this area is moving good. For the industry and everything. And this area is moving decent. So I'm pretty happy with that. Look at that. They're even using both right turn lanes and everything. It's pretty good. And I mean, traffic is just like next to none on this road right now. I bet you it's going to be a little bit orange. Yeah, a little bit orange. But I mean, that's nothing that we can complain about. So we got some offices building up, so I kind of want to zone out a little bit more. We did zone most of this out. Let's go ahead and I guess let's wait just a little bit. Let's let this fill in a little bit. But yeah, we're getting houses all the way down over here, which is pretty good. Right. So that looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. Like, the only thing I could say is maybe we make this 2-laned, which would be alright. I wish we had one way. One side would be 2-laned and the other side would be a 1-lane for the areas like that. But oh well. Alright. So what's our population over here now? It is going on 1,000 people over here. So that's pretty cool. Probably do need to get cemetery and stuff over here very soon. So probably zone most of this out. Well, we'll probably zone a little bit more out. But I mean, with the traffic levels and everything, we're doing really good. Trying to think of what else. So we can put the offices over here. Let's just see if we got any unique buildings that we want to put over here real quick. What do we got? Okay. What is this? We got a zoo. We got a Major League Baseball stadium, which we'll probably put down at some point. Look pretty good. What is this? So yeah, some sort of mall. Okay. So if we do that, and then we get this all taken care of. I think we already put one of these down, so we can't put it down again, right? I think is the issue. And we can put one of these like supermarkets down. I'm not even sure what that supermarket is. There's just some I downloaded. I'm not even sure what I downloaded anymore. But we'll probably say that for the next episode. So now that we got this area squared away, and we got this area pretty well underway, kind of at least, you know, how we want it, we're probably going to, well, we need to get some cemeteries and stuff over here, looks like. But we'll go ahead and get this all, the buses and everything done, and get everything all taken care of. So definitely, guys, don't forget to like, favorite, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. Definitely stay tuned for future episodes. And as always, thanks for watching.